for an addendum to my PS4 review. I mentioned before I gave this game a 10 out of 10 despite flaws. I forgot a very big flaw that I felt like I should have mentioned in my review, which is that the game has a terrible, terrible lag. The PS4 doesn't run it all that well, especially with the main game and the ice clean levels. Like when you get to some of the more complicated puzzles that are really big and interconnected, it starts to like the controller inputs start to be a little slow at random times, and it can really interfere with the finicky nature of the puzzles. Now, despite that, I'm still giving the game a 10 out of 10 on the puzzles because I felt like you can fight through the lag and it's worth it. It's very, very worth it. Yeah, because the puzzles are just so impressive that I couldn't bear to reduce this game even 1 point. So yeah, but there were big things like the lag, I feel like the sparseness of the story and stuff like that I felt like were almost deal breakers where I might say it's not a 10 out of 10. But despite all the little imperfections, the puzzles just like blew me away. I think really I was more challenged I think than I've ever been by any puzzle game. And like they just pushed me and pushed me and pushed me, and every time I think I must be getting to the end, like I'm not near the end. And it's like it is so much more difficult stuff. Even now, I'm on a new puzzle that I can't quite figure out. So but anyway, I wanted that addendum, very important addendum to my PS4 review, because I couldn't believe that I forgot to mention the lag, which was really, really important. Yeah. Any other addendums? Oh yeah, the ending to Ice Queen is like hilarious. I really enjoyed the ending to Snow Queen. It got a little bit political, and it was I don't think it was intentionally funny, but personally I found it very funny. And I think it was an accident, but even so, I think it's a plus in the game's pocket. I think it was supposed to be like a very uplifting ending, but personally I found it a little corny and cheesy, cringe-worthy, you know, that kind of thing. But oh, look at that! I love solving puzzles like that. All right. Yeah. So I wanted to another little warning that like some of the dialogue is like a little cheesy, a little cringy at times, but I think it's endearing, and your main thing is the gameplay, the gameplay. Do I need this here? No, probably not. I might need two things here. Wow. Okay, so we'll wind up needing 2 blocks for this, probably. Wait, if I had 2 blocks... what? I don't even know what the hell I'm doing. This looks hard. But anyway, that's the end of my addendum. So, yeah, the main important thing is that the lag, which can be kind of on top of everything else, on top of the poor controls, the poor platforming and stuff like that, it can be a bit brutal. Oh, Jesus. How am I gonna get that? Okay, but don't worry about that. This is the end of the review. The addendum to the review. See y'all next time. Just wanted to mention, there's bad lag, so be prepared for that in the PS4 version. I bet the PC version won't have it. Maybe the PS5 will probably run better without the lag, but on the PS4, there's brutal lag. I don't know. I would suspect that if there's brutal, probably PS4 Pro might not have a problem with it either. I'm playing on vanilla PS4, and the lag's brutal. I bet you might have a similar problem. I don't want to say this with certainty, but I bet you might have a similar problem on the Xbox One. If it's not like a you know, the X or whatever. If it's not like the PS, whatever you call it, the Xbone Pro, the Xbox One Pro. I bet you might have a similar lag problem. But I don't know that for certain. It's just a guess. Yeah. So that's all. It doesn't run perfectly on the PS4, but despite that, I still recommend it, even for the PS4. 10 out of 10. It's that goddamn good. I just think it might be even better and have less flaws on a system that can run it a little better. Like I probably, if you have the option, you might rather play it on PC or PS4 Pro or PS5 or something. But personally, I don't like to buy those games, the systems. Like I just deal with the lag or whatever. Doesn't bother me that much. I'd rather pay less money. But that's a decision for you. All right, that's the end of this video. I'm babbling on. See y'all next time. Please like and subscribe.